There's no better place to see displays of wealth than a rap video. Whether it's Post Malone, driving Bugattis or Rolls Royces, through the south of France, Gucci Mane or Migos hanging out by the pool, or in a multi-million-dollar mansion, or they're all burning money, there are a bunch of rappers out there that have gone completely broke. So, let's talk about them. MC Hammer. Rapper MC Hammer is well known for his pants and for his famous single, You Can't Touch This. This song was gigantic when it came out, and even it still gets a ton of plays today. So it's no surprise that MC Hammer made millions from it and his other music. MC Hammer took himself to a new level. He bought a mansion for $30 million, he bought 17 luxury cars, a private jet, and 21 racehorses, and hired an entourage of around 200 people to travel with him and cater to his every whim. He owed money to the feds, the state of California, Alameda Country, and over 200 different creditors, one of which was former NFL superstar Deion Sanders, who loaned him $500,000. He had to sell his massive mansion for around $25 million less than what he paid for it, and it completely broke MC Hammer. Our poor guy went from rags to riches and right back to rags. Nelly. At the start of the 2000s, there weren't many rappers or pop musicians more prominent and popular than Nelly's Country Grammar. The artist's first album sold over 10 million copies in the US. Nelly made millions from his groundbreaking melodic half-sung, half-rap music, but the trouble began when he failed to pay taxes on those earnings. The Internal Revenue Service claimed that the rapper owned more than $2.4 million in back taxes. Foreclosure and seizure was the way he managed to pay the debt. DMX. He had 17 children with 11 different women, and almost every child resulted in some kind of lawsuit or child support requirement. DMX was sued for $1.5 million worth of child support in 2008 after genetic tests confirmed that he was the father of a previous unclaimed baby, which, when combined with his declining music career, resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. Later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for further $1 million worth of child support, and a year after this lawsuit, hit bankruptcy for the second time. In 1998, DMX became the second rapper since Tupac to have two #1 singles in the same year, but the fame seemed to have gotten to DMX as he was charged with felony weapons possession in the very same year. DMX was arrested over a dozen times for crimes ranging from cocaine possession to reckless driving to criminal impersonation. This is what happens when you are into drugs and start speeding excessively. Your career starts to diminish. DMX was ordered to pay $2.3 million in restitution for tax evasion. However, DMX never had the chance to pay the amount back in full as he died in April 2021. Lil Kim, rap diva disaster. Lil Kim owed reportedly $18 million in the year 2018, filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy in New Jersey with a debt of about $4 million. She then had her $3 million mansion foreclosed on just 3 days after declaring bankruptcy, as she owed about $600,000 in mortgage payments, and also Lil Kim's 6,000 square foot mansion was put up for auction later that year. At that time, the beloved Big Mama Thang singer had only $2,500 to her name. Well, it is true or not, but there are rumors that she spent hundreds of thousands on plastic surgery and expensive clothes, and the jewelry album called 9, which was produced in 2018, was also one of the biggest flops in hip-hop history. Nas. Nas is worth an estimated $70 million. However, it was not always this way. After he struck fame, Nas had a long and successful career, appearing nearly 24 times on the Billboard Hot 100 chart between 1994 and 2018. In 2005, he married fellow artist Kelis, but things quickly went south as she filed for divorce in 2009. While pregnant with their first child, regardless of what went wrong in their marriage, Nas's difficult financial situation became clear during the divorce. According to Essence, while negotiating the amount for child support Nas would pay, the rapper claimed he owns his manager $700,000 in the IRS millions. Exhibit Pimp My Pride. You guessed it, I was talking about MTV's Pimp My Ride, a show that involves stealing odd, beat-down cars from their owners and doing awful things to them. Exhibit's earnings were about $500,000 a year while hosting Pimp My Ride, but his income plummeted to around $70,000 after the show was canceled. On top of that, he owed about $1 million as back taxes. The rapper slash ride Pip had tried to file for bankruptcy twice since 2009, but both times he was denied for various reasons and he went broke. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right